Alright, here I am, exactly where I left off. This is Stonewall Village itself, outside the Ivory Palace. You'll see this is the primary resource farm. We've got sugarcane, which was originally a great pain in the ass to gather, because I gathered up all the sugarcane before I realized that it could be farmed, and I went out seeking more so I could plant it, but I kept gathering a bunch, and then, you know, night fell on the world, and I couldn't find my way back, and I got killed. So I got really frustrated. I ended up getting a very small amount somewhere where I hadn't explored before, and planting it, and then just grew all this out of it. Total yield of this farm is exactly 2 stacks. There are 64 stalks, so you get 3 stalks per gather, plus, or rather minus 1 per replant, so you get, you know, 2 out of the 3 every time you gather it. I've got some watermelons growing there, and on the other side I've got wheat farms, or rather, you know, 2 plots of wheat. Total yield here is 192 wheat, and just right there in the neighboring section, I'm not going to go out there because it's very densely leafed. I've got an orchard. The original purpose of it was to collect apples, but they drop so infrequently that... Sorry, I've got a spot here that's implanted. They drop so infrequently off the leaves that it's much easier just to use this to harvest some wood. The apples, they, you know, if they fall, it's great. If they don't, it's not a catastrophe, because bread and meat and all those, like, bread is very easy to come by, especially with a wheat farm like this one. Plus, I've got the one in the Undercellar. And the watermelons are actually probably one of the best sources, because they're they're easy to farm, they're easy to carry. Right here I've got the sheep farm. Originally, the sheep, they tend to phase through these fences over time. Originally I had the colors all separated. I had, I think, blue, white, red and black at the top. I had 4 of these sheep per pen. I didn't quite estimate the amount of room they needed. Cyan, I'm sorry, not blue. So I could only really comfortably fit 4 sheep per pen. But then I decided to dig a sub-level, and I've got some more sheep there. You'll notice I've got a decent variety. Of course, there are no yellow sheep in here because, well, they all escaped and had to be corralled back at a time when I didn't want to put any particular effort into it. But they can all be repopulated, it's not really a big deal. You'll notice most of them have escaped, but I haven't really designed much of a penal code for this world yet, so I don't know what I'll do with them. There are 4 pens in each of the sub-levels. These each originally housed 6 sheep each, and the 4 up top house 4 each, so a total of 12 colors. I left out the drab ones like grey, dark grey, brown. Right here we've got a few buildings Kim erected, so I'm not entirely certain of their purpose. I think the question is best put to her. This one looks like a storage shed, this one was kind of a farmhouse. This one I know she was building a tavern, but again, she has since abandoned the project to go and build in the northwest. The rest of the town doesn't really have much in the way of any features. There's a chicken farm right there that another friend of mine built earlier. Some escapee sheep. This is the railway station that takes us to Travis City. He has dubbed it Brandstadt, Fire City. For obvious reasons, the entire city has a number of netherrack blocks lit on fire that provide both illumination and decor. And next I'm going to demonstrate the mining facilities that Stonewall has to offer. This one is still inside Stonewall's city limits, and it goes up into a railway station that takes us to the supply depot, and it goes down into the mine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the mine first, the supply depot is located directly over the second sanctum we built. So I'll take the long route to the second sanctum, and then I will travel back up to the supply depot and back to Stonewall. And that is for a future video, so as not to go overboard.